trail a little bit more maybe than some of the guys, just because I can't muscle it around, but I can soften that back up.
And this is basically, Angie, what you've done is it's just discipline.
Correct.
I mean,
yes,
manners.
sir.
I call it manners. And,
yes, sir.
And no matter what we do, whether we do Western riding or trail or horsemanship or Western pleasure, you have to have that.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't always, sometimes people try to make too much sense of stuff. And I'm like, look, this horse, if it does horsemanship, which if it stays in the show pen, one day it will do horsemanship.
That's right.
It will do trail.
That's right.
And that doesn't, that's basically a pattern class, and it doesn't really make any sense. What that horse has to do is be ready to take the order and do what it's told at every moment. Every time it puts a foot down, it could have to stop, back up, turn at the next cone or something. So you're teaching this horse at a young age to be an order taker, and you're not teaching debate class. And so one thing I want to step on, because I know and I'm big on this too, and you obviously are also, but we're not here to teach debate class.
No.
You know, this horse is, they obviously do argue and debate with you some in the teaching process. It's nice to see a finished product, because sometimes we teach people what to do, but I think it's important for people to see correctness so that they know when to reach down and pet their horse.
That's right.
That's right.
And that's the best thing to, I mean, whenever, I love to pet my horses whenever they do good.
Yeah,
I love it.
That's one thing that I don't see sometimes. I would like to see more often, because when you reach down and pet your horse, that's confidence from the rider that you know what you wanted.
That's right.
I don't care if we lose today.
Right.
I can pet my horse and say, you know what, we were good. Now, that judge didn't like me. We might have had a little problem over here. Maybe my horse stopped.
Right.
No horse trainer. We've never been fired for horses stopping, just running off. You know, so I always tell people, hey, if my horse stops, that's fine.
Right. And even with the 2-year-olds, you know, so much of what teaching a 2-year-old, first you have to have the discipline. However, whenever you go, once you have the discipline, you have to reward them. That's the only way that they get better day to day.
Right.
And some days it will go backwards, and you just work harder on that. You work harder and try as hard as you can to communicate with what you have to what you want. And whenever they do, they instantly, you know, whenever they get it, because they'll drop their neck, they'll lick their lips, they'll take a big sigh. And whenever they do, you need to reach up there and you need to pat them. You need to say that, hey, that was really, really good, really good.
And in a workout, I know sometimes $1 million.